What is up, traders? Hope everybody's doing well. Today I'm going to be going over this win taken in the second AM macro, and I'm going to be sharing how I did miss out on an opportunity before, and then how I was able to wait and stay patient for my setup to come, and then trade to my bias or to my targeted bias. So let's get straight into it. Starting off straight to the hourly chart. Coming to the day, it was very clear that we were just making very nice higher highs, and it was clear that we were going to be targeting the April 20th new week opening gap and fill especially the liquidity void, which is from here to here, because there was absolutely no trading. New week opening gap, the close. Okay, that's a big new week opening gap or no day opening gap. Anyway, so the close. Okay, I know. The close was right here, and the open was right there, right? And then we wicked up, and then we came down and closed there. So this portion from here to here, price never reached. So that is a real liquidity void, absence of price movement. So my bias was very strong, bullish, especially seeing this structure pre-market open. And it was very obvious to me. And I posted this on Discord as well. I want to see higher prices tap into the new week opening gap low at least, and then see this liquidity void be tapped into. So that was my bias coming into the day. Dropping down to the 15-minute chart, I really wanted to enter from here. This was very clean. We have a nice sweep, come down, double sweep here and here, come up. We have a fair value gap. We tap into it, manipulate with market open. There was a very nice setup that occurred here. If we go down to the 1 minute, we can see it. Very nice setup that occurred right here with SMT. So if we pull up ES, if we go to, it was right there. So on ES, we had this beautiful SMT, the 930 fair value gap here on NQ. We break structure on NQ. It was not macro timing, so that's unfortunate. So I wasn't able to take this trade, but this was a very beautiful trade that if it was with macro timing, I would have for sure taken this position to target my ultimate targets, which is the April 20th new week opening gap low, and then these buy sides, which I'm going to show in a bit, this is where the liquidity void basically starts from here to here. So this was my target. And you can see how price was very sensitive to it and then rejected and filled it completely later. But anyway, so that was out of macro, unfortunately. This was a setup that I missed simply because, yes, we were in a premium. Yes, we swept the buy side. London highs, this was previous day London highs. This was the current day London highs. This was previous day London highs. I was biased that we're going to sweep it still. So this was, let me go, 5-minute chart. So this was London highs of the previous day. This is the new week opening gap low, and this is the liquidity void, and we have some buy sides right there. Okay, so even after the sweep of this buy side, I was still bullish biased, and so I was trying to look for an entry. Unfortunately, here on NQ, I saw this retracement, but to me, this was just, where am I going to put my stop loss? Way too big of a stop loss, in my opinion. I mean, you have to include these fair value gaps. So I said, okay, maybe if there's an inverse fair value gap that occurs here, we can enter off of. There's nothing here. So I looked on ES, and we have this nice 1 minute order block. We come down, respect it, and I said, okay, as soon as we inverse this fair value gap right here, I will look to enter on NQ. Okay, because if I was trading ES, then I would enter right there and stop loss below this low and try to target the highs. What happened was we have a very shallow close above, which at the time I mistaked for it closing in, so that's a mistake on me. Had it closed above, so literally the 0.25 of a tick is the difference, not even, like, look how small that difference is. Had price closed above with a little bit more clear of a close, I would have immediately entered right there on NQ, put my stop loss at that low, and then targeted the new week opening gap low, and then ultimately these buy sides right here. Okay, unfortunately that didn't happen, so that was kind of a missed opportunity, but it is what it is. So I waited for my second AM macro. I said, okay, if we don't sweep everything and there's still potential to the upside, I will look to enter a position, which is what happened. Second AM macro comes with this, still isn't tapped into, so I wait for some sort of manipulation. We have this SMT right here with ES. You can see here ES making a higher low from here to here, NQ making a lower low, right? So this right here, this and this. So SMT price then pushes. We have this 5-minute inefficiency right here, which is respected. We can see here 5-minute inefficiency within order block, right? Come down into it, tap it, reject. This order block on the 1 minute, we never close below it, so it's still valid. As soon as we close back above it, inversing this and this inefficiency, I said, okay, I'll enter off there, stop loss right there, and I'll target simply this high. I didn't enter with too much size because, again, we were just so much in a premium. Not the best setup that I would look for, but still my bias was higher, so I did enter off this and then take my profits basically right there. And yeah, that was it. Could have caught a much bigger trade from this to this, but it is what it is. This is trading, it happens. Gotta cope with it and deal with it. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Hope you guys found this insightful. If you want more pre and post session analysis just like this, feel free to join my free Discord. Link is in the description. Also, if you want to tune in and watch my free mentorship in terms of the videos here on YouTube, feel free to do so. I'm posting that and putting it in a playlist, my mentorship here on YouTube. And I'm also hosting my one-on-one private mentorship. So if you're starting out or struggling with trading, I do have that as well. So if you want to book your call, see if you qualify for it. Link for that is also in the description. Until next time, guys, stay safe and happy trading.